And then that's been,
But we're doing away with the PIDs.
Right.
But we're really just replacing it.
Yep.
All right.
all right.
Here we go. Do I have a motion to come out of executive session?
I make a motion.
Motion by
Second.
Brad,
Second.
second by Jared. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Let the record show there was no action taken. All right, we gotta leave here in a minute.
Yeah.
You,
Gentlemen, we got an item to add to the agenda. I'm gonna give you two other very quick items to add at the same time, so we'll have one motion adding all of it. One is, you're gonna add an item to instruct the county administrator to make personnel recommendations related to your county maintenance department. Okay, so that's one item. Second item, instructions related to the interlocal agreements with the municipalities with respect to ad valorem collection and assessment. The third item is a quick discussion and potential action on how we handle our GIS data through the tax assessor's office. I want to communicate very quickly with you on one thing there, so I want to add that as a discussion and potential action item. And then finally, quick discussion and potential action on an issue related to our law library. It's a very small little thing we want to address within that. So those are the four things we need to add.
I'll make a motion, we add them.
motion by Steve, second by Jared to add these four items. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
All right, the first item is a motion to authorize the county administrator to make two personnel items related to your maintenance department. One is to extend an offer of employment for the director. The other is to make an adjustment in the salary of the, what I'll call the number two man.
All right.
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion by Jared.
Second.
Second by Brad. Any discussion?
Discussion, I've said it a couple of different times. She's in here and I hate to put y'all, if Janice would leave, that'd be better.
Janice will leave.
We can't talk about that out in the open.
Okay, we can't talk about that out in the open. We gotta go back in executive then.
Yeah.
Do I still leave?
I don't know, but I wanna end this, I wanna get this done.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Could I suggest, since we're out at the moment, can we go ahead and
Yes.
clear these items?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then come back and
Yep.
look at the issue of going back? All right.
I did bring it
So
up
we
in
have
executive.
Any
but
other
I
discussion?
thought we'd already done that.
No,
Okay, I thought we had.
we had,
All in
I know what
favor
you're
say
talking
aye.
about. I'm fine.
Aye.
It would be easy. I just thought we had.
All opposed? Ayes have it.
Aye.
All right.
4 ayes, no opposed. All right, the second item is your interlocal agreements that are currently in place with the municipalities. There's 3 action items on that. It's now been added to the agenda. So here is the potential action that we need. Number one, I need you to authorize me as board attorney to revise and finalize our pending interlocal agreements with respect to assessment and collection of ad valorem on behalf of municipalities, and get those as finalized out to the cities for execution and return to us so we can finalize them and get them to the AG's office. So that the interlocals will be precisely the same as the 1986 version of the interlocals, with 2 exceptions. The first being, we're going to introduce specific termination dates. The second being, we need to include the Chancery Clerk's statutory obligation to handle and charge for, as per the statute, the ad valorem impact related to tax sale properties. Did I get that right, Jess? You good with that? All right. You okay
all right,
with that?
I make a
All
motion.
right. Motion by Steve.
Second.
Second by Jared. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Next item that's been added is adjustment to compensation for assessor and collector related to collection of municipal ad valorem tax. At the moment, each is compensated $25,000 for that. We want to increase the amount of compensation payable to the assessor and the collector for that work by a total of $20,000. Okay, so that's the first item. Related to that, we are adjusting the compensation that is currently payable to the assessor and collector by reducing the amount they get for planned improvement districts, PIDs. So that they will no longer receive any compensation for handling PID assessments or collection, that's gone. And as it relates to collector only, the county will no longer issue a stipend or adjustment to her compensation related to her work in solid waste collection, which is a net deduct of $12,000. Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
You good? Have a motion?
Second. I make a motion.
Motion by Jerry,
Second.
second
Well,
by
give it, Brad.
Brad. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Second, and see if I got a response.
Come on, Mike. We're out of executive. All right. Mike's wanted to show us some stuff about flooding
Right
going
now.
on right now.
Stuff about flooding.
Uh, I'm
Well,
not
it's
real
flooding.
sure.
All right. At the moment, under our, we have, this is really to sort of get Brad up to speed on something I don't know that he's necessarily been plugged in on.
Not yet.
Okay.
2-3 years ago, Brad, I think it was.
Scared me.
We went through a process where we upgraded our GIS data related to all of the parcels in Rankin County, real property parcels. That data costs the county a significant amount of money to acquire and to manipulate and to have available
$700,000.
primarily for the county's use.
We gotta go.
Okay? And so, at the time, the board addressed the issue of what do we do about compensating the county for its sunk cost in getting the data as we provide that data out to either municipalities or other political subdivisions. The state oftentimes will ask us for access to that data, and private entities. And so it's a two-part process. Number one, the board said we're gonna lock the data down. We don't want people to buy it from us and then just go out and sell it to whoever.
Right.
So we have an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement that we use for all private individuals. And we have a differentiation in what we charge for private access versus public access. Okay, so municipalities pay 1/2 of 1 cent per parcel for our GIS data. And that's a way for the county to recoup some of the cost to get that, right? So that was your assessor's office is getting continuing requests for this data. By the way, for the private individuals and private companies, we charge 2 cents per parcel. That's your current cost, your current charge. I don't know what that amounts to. It depends on how much data they want. It's per parcel, right? So they can order 10,000 parcels and pay the fee on that, or they can order the whole county and pay the fee on that. I think it's a pretty big number if they order the whole county. So anyway, that's what we're charging. And what's happening is, we're already seeing it, even though they sign the NDAs, even though these private companies sign these non-disclosures, they are still making money off of our data.
Wow.
And they're saying, hey, oh, no, we're not charging anybody for your data. What they're doing, though, is they're
Charging
making
for
a
access.
service
Yeah.
available, and they're charging for access, not the actual parcels. They say, if you want to look at Rankin County, you're going to pay this amount. So what we would like to see you guys consider is upping your private party per parcel charge to get the data.
Yep.
So that it's less of an unfair balance.
Yep.
If they're gonna make money off of it, they need to pay the freight to get access from the county. So we'd like to go from 2 cents to 5 cents a parcel on private.
You go at least that. I hate that. Because they tried to do it underhandedly.
We're still gonna make them sign the NDAs, by the way.
Yeah.
They're gonna still
Yeah.
have to sign it.
That don't really mean nothing. I mean,
It's
They're
not gonna mean a
they're
thing.
not treating it
Yeah.
with any sort of
Yeah.
real
Courtesy.
consideration.
Yeah.
All right, is that it?
So can y'all at least consider moving that up to 5 cents for your privates and leave the municipalities and the state, leave them where they are?
Well, I'm fine with that and more if you wanna do it. It just burns me up that they,
Well, I
You know,
feel like
went
more
back
than
door
double
on us.
Jared is probably, that's gonna probably get somebody's attention.
well,
And we got one right now that's beating on us trying to get it, and we know for a fact that they are making money off of our data.
yeah,
Yeah.
So we wanna hit them
Yeah.
hard with an upcharge.
that's fine.
Okay.
They're thinking they're gonna pay
Okay.
one price and they're about to pay 2.5 times that.
I'll make a motion to add the
I'll
item
make
to
the
the agenda.
motion.
All right.
I'll
Motion
second.
by Brad to add this item to the
It's already
agenda.
been added, so
Oh.
we just need y'all to
Okay.
Oh, that's right,
authorize-
yeah.
So he's already made the motion.
Yeah.
Authorize your staff to charge 5 cents per parcel for private requesters and leave your municipal political subdivision charge where it is.
Just on a note, hey, go ahead.
Motion by
I'll
Brad,
second.
second by Jared, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
I heard 811, well, I was approached, 811 people want to talk to us
Yes, sir.
about the same thing.
Right.
All right, is
You
that
need-
it?
Mike.
Mike,
Yeah, well,
Word?
actually,
Oh.
one other item is the law library. We currently have a law library situated in the Chancery Court. What we would like to do is to set up one additional terminal in the land records area of the clerk's office over here. And here's the reason. That terminal is accessible by primarily lawyers and law staff, but occasionally we have others who are not really involved in the court frequently who try to access that terminal or won't access that terminal. And where it's located in the Chancery Court is in the basement area.
oh, so we're gonna move the law library then?
No, just add a
We're
terminal.
adding one additional law library terminal in a place that will not impact the security of the basement area of the current Chancery Courthouse. Right now, people want to get access to that terminal, essentially, they've gotta go through.
I didn't think
files.
anybody ever used it.
No, it's used. It's also needs to be available, by the way, for prisoners. We have an obligation to make it available. This
Okay.
is a better area for us, not necessarily prisoners, I don't want to scare anybody, but this is a better area for us to maintain the security of our inner court workings, our files, our filing in the court over there. We need a terminal that is better accessible to just general public. So all I'm asking you guys to do is authorize the.
I'll make a motion.
placement. You've already added it, so we just need to move.
I'll make a motion.
authorize
I'll
the
second.
placement of the terminal.
All right. I made the motion, Jared
All right,
seconded.
motion by, it's already added, so this is to approve it.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
motion by Steve to approve, second by Jared, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
There is a cost associated with that. We'll have to get that information to you and make sure that you're comfortable with that. We don't expect it to be significant.
All right.
Okay.
Word, you gotta be quick.
Yes, sir. There is no state of emergency that's been declared by the governor now. The only thing he's got is the weather that just happened last week, nothing with flooding. Was contacted just a few minutes ago by MEMA, was they're requesting the counties along the Pearl River or anybody that's impacted with flooding to do a DR3, which is a local proclamation, to try and get the governor to declare a state of emergency. The reason this is coming up, just found out just a few minutes ago, the Pearl River is expected to go to 35.5 feet on Saturday.
gone.
And this little map right here is, this is 1979 data
Coliseum
overlaid on
flooded.
today's map. All the little black dots you see are homes and houses and businesses. Now, this is 1979 data, so this is not taking into account for any geological changes, any geographical changes, anything like that that's happened in the last 40 years. As you can see, this is really gonna impact up around the reservoir, down around Pearl, and a lot down south. And it doesn't even go to the bottom of the county because the study ended right here. We've still got White Road and all that, whatever. There's
I ain't gonna tell you, we're underwater now.
There wasn't even in the study.
We've been flooded for, over a week.
And there's people that are telling me, I obviously wasn't here in '79, that there's stuff now that's flooded, that wasn't flooded in '79. And that is based solely on
Well,
topographical
that's
changes
not-
that's happened.
That's not true on our end, but
So, this is the.
79 cut our
is-
place in
is
half.
Where there was inundation in '79.
What's the black?
These are house fires. All these- all
That
these-
got flooded.
Well, they wasn't there then.
Oh,
They weren't there then.
Okay.
So I would think that if we had this same inundation here, I think you're gonna push out further, because again, this is 1979 data. So,
Man, we got a whole lot more county up here. You don't have my district in there at all,
but you're on the upside of Pearl River. This is the only
Yeah.
place they did
Marty.
this.
You're-
I
You
know.
saw one the other night.
Coliseum
I
flooded too.
Not as much.
But this is specific
A
to the
little bit
Pearl
of
River
Daniel.
flood.
Yeah, Coliseum flooded, everything.
Daniel and
I
Jared.
guess what I'm asking you guys to do, if it's your pleasure, to allow us to do a DR3 and submit it.
Yeah, I
in hopes
guess.
To get a declaration from the governor,
I'm fine.
should it really turn south.
Sworn
We've
in
got
yes-
more rain coming.
sworn in,
If this thing gets
yesterday,
up
you're gonna have this today.
This 38 foot and above, we are in bad shape. We're talking about actually having to close our levees down,
Yep.
which is gonna be a huge expense. we gotta line them, rock them the whole 9 yards, or. it's just
79, the
like-
Coliseum had 10 foot of water in
Yeah.
it.
So, we've got a press conference today.
They got
at 2
levies.
o'clock. I'm going up to
More
Jackson
levies
to,
and everything now.
meet with
We gotta go.
Rick at 2.
Put us back in executive, let me do Janice, and then let's come out.
We
and
ain't got no time for that. Well, just, what do you wanna do?
One step, one step.
Let's just put it on for the next
Or you need to just make a motion on it.
Okay.
Hey, Jay, real quick, you gonna make a motion, add this to the agenda?
I believe what I'm hearing your EOC director say and suggest to you is that we add an item to the agenda, which is consideration, we're gonna add an item to the agenda, consideration of recommendations from the EOC director with respect to potential flooding hazard. Okay? So that's what we're gonna add. We need a motion to add that.
So
Motion.
move, second.
All right, motion by Steve to add, second by Jared. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right.
What you're going to authorize at the recommendation of the OC director is the preparation of the DR3 document and the submission of that
Yep.
document on behalf of Rankin County to any and all agencies, political subdivisions, et cetera, that may require that document. And we need authorization for whomever is, it would be appropriate to sign that on behalf of the
Yeah,
county.
Janice
to
has
sign,
my
board
stamp.
President, and/or county administrator, whoever is handy and closest to get that done.
Yeah, all right. I'll be around.
I make the motion.
All right, motion by Jared,
Second.
second by Steve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. All right, I got a motion to recess or adjourn
We're recessing,
till when?
To the
whatever
30th.
your work session is.
30th,
All right, have a motion recess to the 30th.
Motion.
second.
Motion by Steve, second by Jared. All in favor say aye. Aye. We are
All right.
recessed. Thank you, Lord.
Did we did hire a